Hey dreamers, this is Jade and I am excited to be coming to you all with this video. I finally managed to get my entire weekend trip journaled in my travel journal, and I can finally tell you about my manifestation and everything and what happened and all of that kind of stuff. So this manifestation required me going to first my sister's, and so as you can see, there's my boarding ticket, and I was just trying to find a way that I wanted to display it. So I decided on one of these, what do you call these, um, one of these glassine bags. Yes, I picked this up from the paper source quite a while ago, sometime last year I think it was. You're probably going to see my head several times throughout this video, so I apologize for that if it's in the way. However, your girl needed to see. I have recently, my eye doctor told me I have recently transitioned into bifocals, and I hate them with an absolute passion. I have been trying to get used to these glasses, and I absolutely hate them. So what I have decided to do is eventually I'm going to just go back and get a pair with the just the farsightedness there, and I'll just look over my glasses if I need to see anything near it, like I have been doing, because this progressive lens, things are just a blur, and it just cannot, it I have not found how to work it where if I need to use the near sight, I can use the near sight, and it's just a mess. Okay, I hate them, and they make me sleepy. Like I could just get up from I haven't been asleep, and I'm like ready to just climb in my bed and crawl up and ball up and go back to sleep. So this is just not working for me. Anyway, so I am like journaling one day or across like a few pages or whatever. So this is the same day as the day with my ticket. As I said, I had to go and meet my sister. She, as you all know, she lives in DC. I think you all know. My regulars should know by now that my sister lives in DC. And so she picked me up from the airport, and our event was actually in Landover, Maryland, and she had booked the hotel for both nights. So this night and the next night when the actual event was. However, we decided to just stay at her place for the night so I could have some time with my sweet pup niece Serena. And you'll see a picture of her there in that Polaroid. And so yeah, I'm just trying to figure out this page because I did not like how I wrote the Avengers. So I decided to go back and re-letter it, and this time I used my Tombow markers. Can I talk? Instead of my favorite castels, to make them to make it bigger or whatever. And so I'm getting it outlined here, and then I will fussy cut it out. And so even with it fussy cut out, it still does not cover completely the Avengers that I wrote down directly on the paper. And so again, see, as you can see, the other one is kind of peeking out. So I decided to back it up again with that black cardstock. And so I get that down, and that pretty much solves the problem. And I just do a pretty kind of generous black border around everything. And so that initial Avengers is completely covered up, and yeah, it looks a ton better to me anyway. And all of that up at top. Can I talk? Up at the top will end up going because it's not matching the aesthetic, and I don't like the way it looks. And so yeah, I get the Avengers down, and then I pull out one of my stencil film strips that I have in my stash, and one of these slates as well, and decide to use that as background decoration because my sister had never, mind you, she has seen like Infinity War and Endgame and some of the other Avengers movies, not Avengers movies, but like some of the individual movies. Like she loves Iron Man, that's her favorite, or whatever. And I think she's seen Civil War and a few others, but she had never seen the original Avengers. And so I was like, no, we're gonna watch that. We are watching the original Avengers here. And so yeah, we did. And then I think she had to enjoyed it because when I was settling down to go to sleep, or maybe not to go to sleep, but settling down for the night, she decided she was going to watch Age of Ultron, which again, I also didn't think that she'd seen that one either, just from talking to her and what she described as far as what she had seen, when it comes to like the Marvel movies and stuff like that. So yeah, enjoyed watching that with her. And then, like, of course, we like to talk about movies and TV shows and stuff like that. So she's asking me all these questions and then understanding how things tie together from this movie to like through the rest of the some of the other films that she actually had seen. So it was fun, to watch it with her. And so I am pulling out some stickers from the Family Fun sticker pack by Simple Stories. And then I will add my little pup niece Serena. She's so cute in here, with some. I do it as a tip in, so I use just regular Scotch clear tape to get her down, and then of course then I add some washi tape to continue on with it. Now here, this is the day of our event. Oh God, okay. Anyway, and y'all, when I tell you, okay, this where we were going is an outside venue, so um they were threatening, the weather was threatening to be stormy and rainy all day. When I'm telling you all day, it was saying that it was going to storm and rain, and I was like, no, no, I do not accept that. And I got my sister in on it too. I was like, we do not accept that. I said, when I saw this happening in my head, it was sunny. I was like, there was no rain going on or anything like that. So no, we are not accepting this. And when I tell you, the weather was absolutely perfect the entire day, and especially during the event. Like me, I'm always cold or hot. Well, I'm okay, that's a lot. I'm never hot really, not unless it's like ridiculously hot outside or whatever. But I'm one of those people where I'd rather be hot than cold, because it's easier for me to cool down than it is for me to warm up. So the weather, once we got there, it was perfect. I wasn't hot and I wasn't cold. It was like perfect. And then like a breeze was coming through at some point. It was just, it was magnificent. Mind you, this after it's been threatening to like literally storm all day, and it was like high, like the threat was high. But anyway, I was like, no, I didn't see it like that. That's not what we're doing. So no, it's gonna be great weather, and it was absolutely freaking great weather. Anyway, so we finally head to the hotel that we're gonna go staying at to get ourselves settled and to get some food or whatever. The closest thing that we saw that was there was a Chick-fil-A. I'm not the biggest fan of Chick-fil-A, however, my sister will inhale it. That is like her favorite fast food from when she was a kid. So it was like it worked out perfect because she loves Chick-fil-A. I will say they gypped us though. I'm not sure if that's a politically correct word to say. I apologize if I offended anybody with that, but I didn't mean to. Anyway, they they scammed us out. That's better. Um, I ordered an 8 piece nugget, I think, and she ordered a 12 piece. Well, I got six and she got eight or something like that. It was we both got like two less than we were supposed to have. Let's put it that way. And so I was like, "What is this? What is going on?" And then by that, we're not going back to, say, "Hey, you scammed us for two nuggets a piece." Like we're not finna do that because the line was already ridiculous and crazy. So anyway, continuing on with the same day, I am using some of that washi tape I just picked up from Pip Sticks. The rainbow, it's like a rainbow-ish type of grid washi. It is so pretty up close and personal. I wish you all could see it. And then these are like some rainbow splotches I downloaded from either Etched in Faith or Etched by Faith. Again, I always forget, I need to look it up again. And I'm putting down some watercolor splotches as well, from this book that I just got from Joanne that has like a myriad of these colors of watercolor splotches. It's just so pretty. And so yeah, just as like some decoration. And I am some of these, like the Away We Go and the little stars and stuff, that is from the Vicky Boutin, what is the name of that collection? It is from the Vicky Booten. I will find it. Ah, it could be Away We Go. Or what is the name of that? Okay, anyway, I think you all by now will be able to figure it out. It was in my latest Joanne haul. So if you're curious, you can go there. Anyway, so we're finally at the venue here, and I am getting a cluster of pictures of me and my sister put together. I know you all are like, Jade, what the hell is going on? Can you just tell us already? Well, it's coming up, and you will know soon enough what was happening, where I was going, what my manifestation was, and I'm sure a lot of you can already guess by now what is about to happen. Anyway, so the event was at the FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Somebody in my comments when I was speaking about it actually guessed the FedEx Field. Well, they was like, the only thing in Landover is the FedEx Field, and I was like, bingo! Now you have to do is look up what is going on there on June 24th to figure out what my manifestation was. But anyway, so I'm getting some more decoration down. That little flower thing with the record, that came from not the Reset Girl, Retro Hip Mama. She has like a downloadable, printable, and also the cassette. What do you call it? Magazine or something. Anyway, I downloaded them and printed them out because I just thought they were so cute, and I love the vibe of them. And I used that girl, and so now you are about to find out what my manifestation was. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm putting down a little splatter first of just some red and black, and I have to get that all dried up, of course. But this is my manifestation. I went to see Ed Sheeran in concert, and I was so happy. And okay, can I just say that I completely forgot that I had done this? Completely forgot. It's been years. When I really, really, really got into Ed Sheeran back in like, I want to say around like 2016 or 2017, and he has been my favorite ever since. Like, I absolutely love his music. I love all the collaborations. I love every album. I'm singing all the songs, everything. Now, of course, doing all that, my family knows that I love me some Ed Sheeran, but I never once said anything to any of them about wanting to go and see Ed Sheeran live. Like, of course, it's probably something that you can easily assume. However, I never said anything to anybody. I just want to make that clear. And so, how this manifestation came about, well, at least I can tell you what I remember doing. Back in the day, like when I decided I love me some Ed Sheeran back in like 2017, possibly 2018, I just started imagining. I started seeing myself like as if I was looking through my own eyes. I started seeing myself at an Ed Sheeran concert, as if I was seeing Ed Sheeran on stage through my own eyes, playing his music and all of that kind of stuff. And then I'm pretty sure I wrote something about it too a couple times. I did this a few times, not like a ridiculous amount of times, but I would sit and just imagine myself at an Ed Sheeran concert. As I said, I never said anything to any of my family about this, not once. Never mentioned it. And when I heard that his mathematics tour was starting, I was like, oh, maybe I will go and check that out. And I looked up the tour dates or whatever. And I think at the time, I'm not sure if there were even any American dates up, but I know that if there were, I didn't see any that was near me, like where I live in North Carolina. So I'm thinking somewhere like Greensboro or Charlotte or Raleigh or whatever. I didn't see any of those venues. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I will just catch him next time. Again, never said anything to anybody that I looked this up or, wanted to go, nothing. And so here I'm getting the set list down. So of what he played at my particular concert. Oh, and there was something else special that happened at my concert. Anyway, continuing on. And so, like I said, I never told anybody anything, whatever. And I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll catch him the next go round. Maybe I'll catch him on his next tour. And I just left it at that. I just left it alone. And then during Christmas, around Christmas of 2022, like the day before Christmas Eve, and this, I don't know if I've talked to you all about thought transmission, but I kind of do it with my mom accidentally, like a lot. I do it with some of my friends or whatever. Like I can have a conversation with a particular friend in my head that I haven't talked to or seen in like months, and within like a day or two, they're either gonna text me or call me if I do that, and it works nearly every time. And so, anyway, continuing on, I had this on Christmas Eve. I had this quick vision of me opening a box with Ed Sheeran tickets and like going crazy. And I thought to myself, man, that would be wild if I got Ed Sheeran tickets for Christmas. And just dropped it after that. Now, I'm like, where did that come from afterwards or whatever, because I hadn't been thinking after I had checked the dates, which had been a while ago. I hadn't thought any more about it or whatever. This was my sister, because afterwards on Christmas Day I was surprised by my sister with Ed Sheeran tickets, like pretty much exactly what I saw in my head. And I had to think about it. And my sister was telling me, she was like, I was worried. I didn't know if you'd actually really want to go to something like this. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? She's like, so I didn't know if I made a mistake by getting them. She was like, but I kept seeing you opening the tickets and being excited. So basically, what she was saying, I feel like she sent it to me, and that's where I got that quick vision of me opening Ed Sheeran tickets. But anyway, so as you can see, this was my manifestation come to fruition. I did the imagining, the writing, the scripting, or this is what people call it or whatever, and I kind of just forgot about it, and it happened, and it was perfect. Like everything was perfect. I had such a good time. um the weather was perfect. Like I couldn't have asked for a better concert to go to, and I got to see how I wish I thought I had recorded this when he was explaining it, but Ed Sheeran, during his concert, was explaining how he actually makes his own um, music. Like he builds his own sound while he's on stage, and he showed the crowd how he does it. And I have seen him do this before in a video, where he does "Give Me Love," and he did it. He did "Give Me Love" in the concert or whatever. The whole thing was worth it just so I could see that live, because it was phenomenal. Like the whole entire show, which I just cannot explain to you all how perfect this was. And I will insert a video of Eyes Closed at the end of this, and I will link "Give Me Love" below so you can see how he builds his sound and what he does. It is so, and that video I'm gonna link. I actually go and see it and watch it every few months myself. Like I find myself going back to it over and over and over again because it's just chef's kiss. So yeah, it was such a good time. So I was so thankful for my sister. And when I tell you everything pretty much was paid for, um, my sister bought me the tickets. My mom decided, because my birthday is in January, my mom decided that she was going to pay for my flight tickets, so I didn't have to worry about paying for my flight. My sister paid for like the hotel, the car, all of that kind of stuff. Now I'm trying to pay for like the souvenirs or whatever. I give her my credit card to go and get us some stuff. And of course, I find out later that she didn't even use my credit card. She used her. I'm like, okay, but it was perfect. So yeah, the entire thing just paid for, done. I didn't have to worry about a thing. Like seriously, I didn't have to worry about a thing besides making sure I got on my plane and all of that kind of stuff. And even with that, because my sister and my mom, because I've had some health issues and my energy gets low sometimes and stuff like that. They worry about me with stuff like that. So they were insisting that I ask for assistance when I booked my flight, which required me to get a wheelchair. And I was like, I can walk. I don't need a wheelchair. Um, but maybe how they have the vehicles that will take you to and from your gate. I was like, maybe I can just book one of those, that way I don't have to worry about if my energy goes or anything like that. But when I tell you it was perfect, I didn't need a wheelchair. I got through security just fine. I like the airports, at least my airport. They do not make me take my iPad out of my bag when I am going through security. Now, when I was coming back, I had to take it out. So, anyway, but yeah, I was able to walk to and from my gate just fine. Two baggage claim just fine. So everything was fine. Like, I get how they worry and stuff, but I'm always like telling, like, y'all need to chill out. It'll be okay. If I feel like I need help, I'll ask for help. But if I don't, I'm not gonna do that, you know. So yeah, and so that was basically the manifestation. And yeah, I will, that is like one of the best things ever in life for me. And so I'm just now I'm like, okay, now I have to see him again in concert. So anyway, this is my last day. It was only for the weekend, as I said. And so my sister, again, she lives in DC, so she took me to some place in where the road is like blocked off. And she was like, yeah, we can go take some pictures in front of the Capitol or whatever. So we did that. We took some pictures together and individually. And then on the way to the airport, I was able to take a picture of the Jefferson Memorial, I think it was there, if I'm not mistaken. And so again, I'm using those watercolor splotches and getting that down. And so as far as my pictures go, and then I will go back and write some stuff. And so as you can see, I did my pages. I created them over a series of days, probably a couple weeks, because my experience, I went to see Ed Sheeran was on June 24th. I went to my sister on June 23rd. It is currently July 15th when I am doing this voiceover. So as you can see, it took me a while to get everything done and decorated and all of my words written and all of that kind of stuff. And so yeah, I am getting out the luggage tag and adding that in. Weird thing, I was able to, and that's another thing, very convenient. Like, it was just like everything just was like, this is gonna be the smoothest thing ever in life. So there and back, I did not pay for a check bag. All I had was my carry-ons. But there and back, they offered free check bags because they were like, oh, there's the flight is, it's a lot of people on the flight and everybody is not going to be able to put their bag up top. So we are doing free check bags if you have a bag. And I was like, free? Yes, please go on and check my bag. That is just fine with me. That way, I don't have to worry about rolling this thing into the bathroom with me if I have to take a tinkle before I, get on this plane or whatever. So yeah, and these little girls are downloads that I printed off. I can't remember the shop that I purchased them from, but if I will try to leave everything linked below, as usual. And so I am just getting the last day stuff down. And as I said, I will leave at the end of this. I will put one of Ed Sheeran's his live songs on there. I think I'm gonna do Eyes Closed so you can see how he builds his sound in the very beginning. It's so cool. It's so cool. Just forgive the mini conversation me and my sister have going on in the beginning of it, but you will hear the entire song and everything like that. Like, it doesn't stop the song playing. And forgive my off-key singing because I was singing my heart out there. Anyway, that pretty much wraps this up for me. I'm gonna go back and I feel like I should add a border to this, and I was using brush pens that did not match the ones I used on the other side, so I had to get my Tombow out, and I'm gonna go through and date everything. And again, that wraps this up. If you have any comments or questions about anything, please leave those below. I trust that everyone has been safe and well, and I will catch you all in the next video. Stay tuned, and you will see the live version of Eyes Closed at the end of this video, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye. to this one.
Everything changes, nothing's the same, except the truth is now you're gone. Life just goes on, so I'm dancing with my eyes closed. 'Cause everywhere I look, I still see you. And time is going so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do. So I keep dancing with my everyone is already home, but I'm on my own. Still dancing with my